This is a reading about the full moon in Gemini happening on December 26th, 2023, in your local time zone. So we're going to take a look at the energies surrounding the full moon and what you can expect coming in for you. And full moons are really about releasing and letting go of things that are no longer resonating with who we are trying to become, who we really want to be. And this full moon is about makeups. You're about to find out how mad I was. And these are the Mystic Molly cards. So the overall energy of this moon is really about the energy surrounding relationships that may have gone awry in the last while. Could have been the last year, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter how long. It's about the energy surrounding the energy of making up in ways that things fell out in the wrong direction. So I want to emphasize that this could be friends, it could be family, it could be ways that it happened in your career, it could be ways that it happened with friends long, long ago. It could be energies that have been stagnant in your life since you were in grade school. And it's really about waking up and making up all those energies of the past and no longer holding on to any grudges or things from the past that may have been holding you back. So we're going to take a look at what are the energies around that you need to know about. And that is stinking thinking. And so maybe I let my thoughts get the best of me sometimes. And what it's saying is that this full moon in Gemini has a lot of a sense of duality, and it can lead to overthinking and drawing conclusions in ways that might not have been just in the past. And so just be aware of that, of the energies that are out there related to this and how it may be affecting you at this time. And it really is all tying back to the makeup card, and that's why they wanted me to put it in the center, just to remember that that's really what we're looking at, is letting go of the ways of the past so that we can truly make up for ways of the past. And it could be affecting you in a lot of different ways. The other energies are musical connection. Songs in my heart for you. I hope they make it to you. Musician loves music. And the words of wisdom here are letting go of anything that your soul doesn't love, letting go of anything that's a grudge, letting go of anything that's trudging through the mud, letting go of anything that is not a song that makes your heart sing. And the next card is about how it is that you go about sensing, I'm going to zoom in here. Sensing these energies around you and how it is that you might be able to, you see it if I put it there? No. How it is that you might be able to bring those energies more harmoniously into your life, and that is fix. To get your fix and leave me with nothing less. And what they really want is the word fix. And so you can see here she has blood coming from her neck, and the energies are here. You've been overthinking things. You need to let yourself be in a songful place within yourself, and a musical place, and a place that you really feel your energy singing. And in order to do that, you have to fix what's happened in the past. You have to make up with the people of your past. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that you need to call them up and say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. It just means energetically that you fix it within yourself. Now, it can mean different things for other people. For you, it may mean that you need to reach out to someone from your past. It may mean that you need to reach out to someone and say, I'm sorry about the past. I'm sorry about everything that I've done. I'm sorry about everything that I put you through. I'm sorry about how I made you feel. But right now, I just want to focus on how do I fix it? How do I make it up to you? And how can we move forward in a better way, not letting these energies of the past affect me anymore, because I don't want to feel like I've been feeling. I don't want to attract what I've been attracting. I want to move on from this lesson and get more out of life. Okay, so the music really is what this card is relating to, and it's how it is that you go about fixing the energies to bring back the music of your soul, and that is communication. Understand each other's communication style for healthy exchanges. They're saying we're really going off the main word here, not necessarily all the things on the bottom, but so how is it that you go about fixing things and bringing back the song of your soul? How is it that you can do that? And the reality is you communicate. So it's going to be, for a lot of you, the way that you make up, the way that things are brought to a greater state within your life during this time is going to be communicating. And the next card is going to be about how it is that you go about that communication, and it's coming in fast. And so the way that you're instructed to communicate now is not by overthinking things, not by sitting there and thinking, how could I do it? How could I do it? How could I do it? How could I make this better? Just doing it, because ultimately how you make it better is by making it better, by communicating, by actually just doing it, by getting up, by moving, by dialing the phone, by getting on the airplane, by getting on the train, by getting on the boat, by sending the message, by sending the letter, by sending the instant message, by sending the email. That's how you do it. You quickly move in a new direction and allow people to see that you are open to communicating with them and moving things forward. And this card is about how it is that you let go of the inability to communicate in the past. And that is Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine card is really stepping into the power of the energies of the Divine Masculine. And the energies of the Divine Masculine are support. They are making your partner that you have chosen in your life, or the one that you are pursuing, feel safe, feel honored, feel respected, feel protected. So how is it that you can communicate that you are coming into alignment with the energies of the true Divine Masculine template in a healed state, letting go of all of the pain and sorrow and distrust and betrayal and things that have happened in the past, and letting them know you are a healed part. You are one who strives to be in alignment with trust, in alignment with truth, in alignment with protection, and in alignment with safety and security. And that is ultimately the role of the Divine Masculine at its true state, is to be the protector and to be the one who makes their partner feel safe, and to care for them and ensure that they can feel that way in order to feel that they can be the divine feminine aspects of themselves and truly be the nurturing counterpart that the masculine truly desires. And the indulgent card is symbolizing how it is that he's gone about this in the past. And in the past, he has been one, and they say in this case, the words at the bottom do apply: men in Rome and wives and lovers of both genders, I shall do as I please, I shall answer to myself. And so in the past, he has been indulgent in things that were not in alignment with his true path, in alignment with his true divine feminine archetype. And so what they're asking for now is to let these energies go, to no longer be in those indulgent energies, to have them be a thing of the past, and instead They said I can turn it over and just put a card on top of it. Instead of those energies, to move into the energies of I'm no longer overindulging in other energies, and the energies of ultimately only being focused on things like money and wealth and women en masse, but instead I want you. I have everything I need. I want you. I want only you, and I want you to know that you're the only one that I want. So what's happening here is the divine masculine stepping into his power and stepping into his truth of letting go of the narcissistic tendencies and truly putting forth his best foot forward to let his feminine know that that is what he truly wants, is only her. Okay. Okay, so they're saying if I do what it is, that was that, then it will all work out beautifully. Okay. So the energies here are really showing us that there's a transformation that is taking place within the energies of this full moon. And it really is the transformation of communication and the transformation from the masculine into overindulgent narcissistic personality traits into recognizing and starting to embody at least the Page of Cups energies of I want you. And the next card is showing us what we want you to understand about the accumulation of these energies, and that is dominate. And that he really is dominating the atmosphere and dominating the energies around this time because of how long he's waited to come forward in this particular timeline, in this particular dimension, that he is trying to dominate the energies of you. No longer the energies of others, but the energies of you. He wants to be your only lover. He wants to be your only friend. He wants to be your only confidant. He really wants to have dominion over you. And that is because of how long it is that it's taking him to get here and the path that he's walked down in order to get there. And in order to fix the energies of feeling like he needs to be in a dominating state, it's going to have to be a divine union. And that is a power couple. So we're symbolizing this as more of the Two of Cups energies. And the Two of Cups energies are two people joining in union together. And this can be emotional, this can be spiritual, and this can be physical union. And I'm kind of concentrating on how this comes together for a couple, but it doesn't have to be that way. What it can be is you saying this to a child that you may have abandoned. What this can be is you saying this to a past lover, a past friend, a past coworker, that I'm sorry how things went down between us. I didn't really ever intend to hurt you. I didn't intend for things to go the way that they went. And I now want you to understand that I recognize that we were a good team. I recognize that we had work to do together, and together we can still do that now if you're open to it. And the next card is about how open are they to this message that you want to send. And it's forgive me. And so what this card is showing, that if you have the power, if you have the indulgence within yourself to really come forward at this time, especially at this time of year, saying, I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me for what it is that I have done, that you will be forgiven in kind and in spades, and that the energy of this time of year, also in people's minds, is to be at a state of gratitude, at a state of thankfulness, and to be more open to receiving those types of messages, those types of communication, and of living in a state of truth. And however things move forward, the reality is that you must embrace your destiny. You can't put forward your best foot if the things in your past are still holding you back. If the energies of the past are still surrounding you and you still have regret, there are things that you must say, there are things that you must do, and there's things that you must take accountability for. And that is from dust. So, what this is symbolizing is the energy of really destroying the energies and the foundations around you. So, this full moon is really saying now we were picking up pieces up until this point, and we were moving forward, but there were small things and smaller changes that most of us were making. And now this moon is really ushering in the energies of showing us how we truly had destroyed some relationships in our life, and some of the foundations that we should have been working to build. We ultimately just destroyed them, and that's the energies from dust. And so the next card they're going to say is helping to make this card make more sense, and that is bittersweet. That they understand how it is that they destroyed the things of the past, and they feel like they really turned it into dust. Like there's nothing left to build upon, because every piece of that relationship, everything that they said, everything that they did, every way that they distanced themselves destroyed the very foundation of the relationship. And it's sad for them. And they want you to know that if this reading is resonating with the destroyer, know that that is understood by your counterpart. And if this reading is resonating with one who had someone come into their life as a destroyer, know that he realizes how hard and how fast he worked to truly destroy every ounce of a foundation that had been built over time between you, in the forgiveness that you had given him in the past and the trust that you had given him. And I'm getting this is really about the divine masculine in the past, that you realize it was destroyed, he realizes it was destroyed, and in a sense, it is that he's looking back going, I really appreciated them. And now it's a bittersweet feeling, because I recognize who they were to me. I recognize the effort that they were putting in. And now I'm really ready to make the effort as well. I know that there's nothing left to build from, but I'm not willing to let the energies of the past simply be bittersweet. What I want to do now is show you that I'm ready to make the effort to come forward and show you who I really want to be in your life. And so the next card is going to be about how is it that they're going to come forward? How is it that they're going to show you the effort now in this energy of this full moon, in particular in the next 3 days? And so we have blindsided, kick in the gut, didn't see that coming. And this card is saying that they're going to show up unexpectedly, they're going to call unexpectedly, they're going to message unexpectedly. They're just going to let you know in a very blindsided way. They're saying that they're here, that they were never going anywhere, and that anything other than that thought was an illusion. So they want you to know, and Spirit wants you to know that this relationship, this energy is far from over. And so how they're coming in is blindsided. How they're coming in is large and in charge, and in a very, very loud way. And so it can mean different things for different people, but it's definitely the energy of you not necessarily understanding exactly how it was coming in at this time. And so how you feel about this is, I had every part of you. And that's how they're feeling about you. So if you felt like in the past, if you were the one who knows that you destroyed the relationship, how you felt is, I had every part of you. I know that you gave of yourself unconditionally. And you gave of yourself completely to me. And what I gave you in return was muffin tops and lies and betrayal. And what they mean is just the surface of me. I gave you little pieces. I never gave you all of myself, despite that the past you had given all of yourself to them. And so with that, we say adieu, because that part is over. And you realize now by this coming in that you were sitting there thinking about how to get rid of your shit, so to speak, your poop all over the place for too long. You had the time to come forward. You had the time to have every part of them, and you instead decided to hold on to the energies that you knew were not serving your relationship. You knew this was the person for you. You knew that this relationship was healthy for you. You knew that this is the relationship that you had to be in. Not even that you wanted to be in, but that you had to be in. It was the only relationship that ever truly made sense in your entire life. And you knew that, and yet you chose to destroy it to the very fiber of its existence. And so you're sitting there saying, I held on to my own lessons and refused to learn them for a very long time. And you sat there just meditating on your own stuff, and that you wanted to be in the habits that you had been in. And the reality is, the result is blocked. That they gave you every part of them. You decided to sit on your bad behaviors, to sit on your own lessons, to not have forward movement in your life. And the result is that they blocked you. They essentially took away their energy from you in every way. Meaning that if they were supporting you energetically, that went away. You don't have that anymore. If they were supporting you financially, not no more. If they were supporting you in your career, if they were supporting you by giving you advice, that's all gone. Everything that you felt, the essence of friendship, the essence of support that you felt in your life by this counterpart that you had to be with, that you were supposed to be with, that you have to be with, that's blocked because of how you treated them. Because you recognize them as a divine counterpart. You recognize them as someone important to your soul. You had the wherewithal within yourself to understand that you felt differently about them, to understand that they deserved to be treated differently, and you didn't do it. And the reality is that it made you mad. It made you furious that they were someone who you had to give yourself to fully. It made you absolutely stinking mad that they would think that you would have to change yourself in order to be with them, and that they deserved that. It made you mad that in order to be with them, you had to be someone other than who you had been in every other department of your life. It made you angry that they were expecting you to be better. It made you angry that in order for you to truly give to them the way that they were giving to you, you had to let go of the other women in your life. You had to let go of the pursuit of thinking that you had to make $1 million. You had to let go of the pursuit of thinking that children were important to you, or that they were a more important part of your life, or that somehow they were going to bring you the wealth, the abundance, and the fulfillment that you had been needing to get from your partner. You were supposed to be building a life with your partner. You were supposed to be building abundance with your partner. You were supposed to be building a life with your partner. And if you were trying to hold on on to a life that you had started to build with someone else and still have a divine partner, there's your rude awakening, because that ain't happening. You cannot hold on to the divine counterparts that you saw falsely in another and try to build that same foundation and expand upon it with another. When you move from one relationship that could have been healing for you and choose to move on from that, or if they kicked you to the curb, that's it. That's done. You don't get to hold on to that. You do not get to hold on to that family and all of those aspects and think that you can hold those children in the same esteem as the ones that you could have had with the partner that you were bringing in, because you called in the second partner. You brought them into your life, and then you didn't show respect for who they were. And it made you mad that they had the audacity, even energetically, to expect you to be better for them, to expect you to have respect for the relationship that you could have, to expect you to be willing to do the things you needed to do to move the relationship forward, and that's a new generation, and to create a family with them. So you were holding on to all of the aspects of your past and trying to hold on to the things that you had been building with someone of your past and making them the forefront of your effort. You were giving more effort to the children of your past than to the divine relationship that you had called in for yourself. And that's not okay. They weren't okay with it, and they aren't okay to it to this day, nor will they ever be. Because if you have chosen a new path, you have to be willing to let those things go. And this is going to be triggering to a lot of you, but most children come in and it is to clear the karma with their mother. It is not to clear the karma with their father. Very rarely, and certainly not in this case, was it to clear the karma with their father. He was there as a seed. He was there as someone who was able to provide and protect them, but he's not there to be a stable part of them anymore, because that is no longer the relationship that he chose. And if he chooses to try and put those family parts from both together, it's going to result in absolute destruction, as it has been going on for 3 years now. That you can't continue to try and keep the energies of the past in play and bring in the energies of the future. And we have Big Daddy. So what was happening is he was trying to bring in the new generation or he was trying to fight and keep what he had and the behaviors and the family and the people that he had of the past, the women, the children, the plans of the past, and still have you in his future. And the result was he was trying to be an energetic buffalo. He was trying to be someone larger than life. And you didn't want any part of that. If you're resonating with the one who had the destroyed foundation, it's because you didn't want Big Daddy energy. Ain't no part of that you ever wanted in your life. What you wanted was someone who's secure, someone who's sound, and someone who was able to truly want you around and be around in your life every day, and to show you the love, support, and that you truly felt cherished. And that energy that you got was toxic. And the energies of the toxic masculine that came into your life is what you're being asked to toss out the window now. And they're saying he's going to come in and he's going to say, but you promised me you would always love me. You promised me you would always be there for me. And the result is, yeah, but then I realized you were toxic. And so now I realized that all the things you were doing and all the things we were sharing, yeah, we had sexy time. Yeah, we did. But I don't want to wake up in those sorts of toxic energies anymore. And you were not realizing that I now understand that what you promised me and what you were doing were different. And you chose not to wake up. You chose not to awaken to the true power of who you could be. You chose at every just a point of our relationship not to be who I needed you to be. And so the result is that you're going to feel this person again. You're going to feel the energetic connection of this person, because what was absolutely true was that you had a connection and a divine connection with this person, a soul connection. And when we say soul connection, ultimately you can be connected with anyone. What it means is that you had a lot of lives and a lot of communication and a lot of plans that your souls had made together in order to grow. You're going to sense that again. You're going to sense the energy flowing and sparking within you. Now, whatever this is, and I'm primarily focusing on the relationship, but it could be a family member coming back. It could be a child returning to you. It could be a relationship from the past with a friend that got destroyed being rekindled now. And what they're saying is, with the rekindling energies, is it's never too late to reach out. The energies were destroyed. The energies of the past this is mainly what had happened. Now they're coming in now because they understand what had happened in the past. And this is now the transition part of the reading, saying it's never too late. One more card. Okay. It's never too late, and that if you reach out, you will be supported. If you reach out now, you will feel as though all of this literal poop from the past is allowed to be in the past. Now, does that mean that they're going to guarantee you the same spot in their life that you had in the past? It does not. That's going to be different for each one of you. But what you're asked to do now with the energies of this full moon, the energies of this reading really was to let you know that someone from the past is coming in. Someone from the past is coming in fast because they don't want it to be too late. And you're going to be asked to tell them in a supportive way that I am here for you in a friendly way. I am here to see the energies that you're truly in now. I'm willing to look at things with a clean slate. I'm willing to look at who you are, but I'm not willing to just trust anymore who it is that you say that you are. Because I did that and it didn't work. So if you want to show me that you have really turned over a new leaf, that you're really ready to put in the effort, then you're going to need to really show me who it is that you are. They want one more card. And that is chemistry. So they know that there's chemistry between you. And that is not something to deny. They don't want you to deny that you felt attracted to them at times, but they also want you to clearly express, if you're the divine feminine or the one where the counterparts are coming back, how it is that you truly feel, how it is that you feel about them. You can express how you felt in the past, but also be realistic about how it is that you feel now. Be realistic about how it is that you feel about what they did in the past, how it is that you feel about what they're doing now, and how it is that you see them being a part of your life now and possibly in the future. And if you don't know, you can say that. You can say, I am respectful of the occasional communication. What I can say is, I don't know right now for sure that I'm trusting who you are. I don't know right now that I trust all the words that you have said, but thank you for making the call. Thank you for finally coming in. Thank you for finally showing me that you were ready. Thank you for letting me know who it is that you wanted to be. Thank you for hearing my call of wanting to have closure on this relationship, no matter what it is that we are to each other in the future. And the final card is who you are to each other in the future, and that is reconcile. And that is, in the future, you can reconcile. You can be on relatively normal, friendly, acquainted terms with whoever this is. Beyond that, beyond the reconcile, it is a myriad of energies, and that depends on the type of relationship that's coming back for you. The first card is going to be romance, and that is last kiss. That there will be an opportunity, regardless of how long the reconciliation takes, for you to be romantic again in the future, in this lifetime or the next, if that is what you truly desire. And you can reconcile this relationship by allowing them to understand that it may be possible in the future if they continue to stand on firm ground and they are willing to take the dust, let it be dust, and basically build a whole new relationship with you. The next card is going to show how that happens, and that is text read at 11:11. And the text read at 11:11 really means divine timing is at place in your relationship and in your life. And so when we're talking about how these things come in and the last kiss and how that comes about, we're talking about the divine timing, and the divine timing meaning for your entire life. That this relationship is going to continue to need to evolve and expand and spread out throughout your entire life. That this is not a one and done. This is not a, hey, I called, we're back to the way that things were. This is that in the end, you have the opportunity to have the ultimate relationship that you had been thinking that you were building on in the past, but this is a lifelong commitment. This is a lifelong commitment to trusting the energies of your life and knowing that the immediate future is the sun. The immediate future is happiness. The immediate future together is happiness. And what that means is union. What that means is coming together again. What that means is recognizing the person as who they were to you and truly moving forward with a karmic partner if needed. So what they're trying to show is that what had been happening is that okay. What they're showing now is the energies of the immediate future, and the immediate future is different than the for life. And what they're saying is for life, because of what you have endured, because of this ultimate, because of the actions that the masculine in your past has taken, that now you are afraid of going into union with a karmic partner. You're nervous of taking any chances with your heart. If you can't see these cards, I'll hold them up together. So we had for life the Sun card and union, and what they're saying is in the immediate future, that you have in the past chosen karmic partners, and you're very nervous about messing around with this person from the past and finding out that they're also a karmic partner. You're worried that that's going to happen again. So what is potential for you is a true union of the past. What you're saying is, I already figured this out. You may have been a divine union for me, but you were also karmic. And I'm very nervous about entering into this relationship again, knowing, if you can see the words on this card, what has happened in the past. And I'm not willing to do that again whatsoever in any way. And so what they want to say is the final card here is friendships. So you were a karmic partner to me. I don't want that to happen again. So for now, I'm saying we can be friends. And by friends, I mean we can be friends in a way that is natural, in a way that is of the earth, in a way that is very fundamental. In other words, we're not going to talk every day. We're not going to see each other that often. We can be occasional friends for now. So when we talk about what this union is now, It is a reconnection of your souls, but it's a progression throughout your life, knowing that right now, what you are doing is friendship. Because what you want is stability, and they need to show you that they are ready to be in a stable relationship, and you're willing to test that out as an occasional friend. And so how they feel about that is hot mama. So they're pretty impressed at your ability to transform their thought process about how things were going to go. They're looking at you and how you have transformed physically, energetically, emotionally, and spiritually, and saying, you're a badass. And you have balanced the energies between you and everyone else, and the energies of yourself, in a way that makes me extremely vulnerable and extremely attracted to you. And so what they're going to be feeling is different than what you're going to be allowing them to express. And so we have behind closed doors. And so that's showing what it is that they want to express. What they want is to be able to go back to the way that things were and the way that you used to behave with them. The way that they used to be able to see you personally, raw and in the flesh, is gone. And what you're offering them is an even exchange. And that means that they have to open up their heart, their life, their money, their wallet in every way, the same way that you did to them. And so they have to open up every part of their life and reconcile every part of their life to be in balance in order to have a place in your life. And here we have sign replacement. And so this is kind of showing that, or sign placement. Sorry, they're showing that you have to show who it is that you truly are. And what I'm getting is the Pisces energy, the emotional, the Cancer energy, that you were supposed to be someone who was truly in touch with their emotions and expressing them. That's who you should have been. And what you were doing was not that. So what you're being asked to do now is to truly step into not even your north node. You're not even asked to be into your rising sign. You're asked to be just where you're supposed to be, if that makes sense. So as you're coming back, if you are the divine masculine coming back into or the person coming back to make these, and if I'm reading this as a love reading, but you're fascinating with what it is that's going on here, know that this can be for others as well. This can be for a work relationship. This can be for a personal friendship. It can be for a lover. It can be for a family member. It can be for a child. It can be for any sort of relationship that has fallen out in the past. What that person is being asked to do is be themselves, right? To be a true version of yourself, to awaken your true masculine or feminine energy within yourself. And so the next card is about how it is you're asking them to do that, and that is air. And the air energy really is letting go of all the things, right? What is in the air energetically is all the things that have been said, all the things that have been thought, all the thought forms, and all the things that were being planned and thought about. What they're being asked to do is let go of all of that. All of their thoughts, all of their words, all of their actions, and all the things they were planning. They have to let go of all the things and clear the air between you. That means clear everything that had been being stagnant in the air between you is gone. And how it is they do that is, and now this. And we're staying clear of the family aspect, but that may apply to some of you. And it is that you're taking on the energy of letting go of your family of your past. You're letting go of your attachments to the people, the things, and the relationships of your past in every way. And how do you feel about that? Hold me like this forever. So you're saying, I wanted to hold on to them. I wanted to hold on to everything of the past. So you're saying, I'm just asking you to be who you are. And they're saying, I want to be who I've been. And so, but they're also saying, I also can't get enough of you, and I know that. I can't get enough of time around you. I can't get enough of your energy. I can't get enough of your flair, of your excitement, of your exuberance. I just want more of you. And so they're going to sense that when they come back in, when you get the call, when you get the announcement, you're going to feel that from them, that they just want more of you. And the fact that you are not allowing this reconciliation in the way that they had intended, that is their tower moment. So if you've been getting in other readings and things, the tower moment, it is the tower moment of not getting what it is that they wanted. And that is not getting you in the way that they wanted, in the time that they wanted, how they wanted, because they were being lazy. Because they were being lazy about how they came in, because they were being lazy about how they communicated, because they were being lazy in life and holding on to things when they should have been moving forward. And so the tower then is showing that this is the energy surrounding the tower as well. And so what you might find if you're the divine masculine is that your energy to move forward, your energy to put forth in your career, in your family and others is now getting more sluggish. That you are what you'd been holding on to, right? You are no longer able to do that. You are no longer feeling the urge to hold on to all these things in the past. Once you realize what you have done, what you've done, and what you can't have, then it starts to change your motivation. And it starts to make you fearful, number one. That is ultimately, the moon is usually symbolizing fear. And it's showing you that what you are willing to do now is also to follow your intuition, to follow what it is that you feel that you need to be doing. And that was never the energies of really moving forward and making a bunch of money and being around a bunch of women in your life. That was never what you were supposed to be doing. That was never the aim of who your soul is. So now you're starting to intuitively understand that what you saw in the past, what you saw as the sensual pleasures of life, are no longer going to be for you what they were. That was bad advice. So you're starting to let go of, intuitively understand that the sensual pleasures that you had been pursuing in the past was never a good idea. That was never going to get you where you wanted to be. Instead, your home run would be your divine feminine, your divine masculine and feminine parts coming together in a divine union for ultimate happiness. And ultimately, what happened was repeated heartache. So you went into a state of fear. You pursued multiple sensual relationships, followed advice from awful people, and ran with it till you couldn't run anymore, and became jaded because you weren't getting what your heart and your soul needed, which was the divine union with your counterpart. So when you're running in the opposite direction of what you need, what you truly needed was a divine masculine. What you truly needed was a divine feminine. What you got, which was a bag of poo. And so now it's showing that you're understanding that you need to make changes. You need to move forward in a way that's truly showing you a divine path. And that path is revitalization. And that path is headed your way. That is the path, right? That is, okay, I get it now. this was junk. I get it that pursuing women, pursuing money, and ultimately running after material pursuits in life made me jaded. And I know that that's not what I want. And so now I'm willing to be open to you and what you have to say. I'm willing to follow your social media. I'm willing to follow your readings. I'm willing to follow everything that you have to say and guide me forward, because I feel better now in the last 5 minutes than I have in the last 5 years. And so I'm ready and willing to do things your way. And the card is, can I save you? And you're not sure. And so he's saying, I'm ready to follow your path. And the question is, are you able to do it? And so the next card is the answer to that question, and that is abundance, overflowing with life. And what that means is you're showing him what true abundance is. You're showing him that what he truly wants is balance. What he truly wanted was you, and that he doesn't have to do the things that he wanted to in the past. When he comes forward, what you're going to get is a muddle of energy. What you're going to get is him wanting to say, but I know that you love me. I know that you want to be with me. Why are you not allowing these things to just take place? And you're saying it's a balance. It's a balance between what you have asked, what you have said, what you have done, and the things of your past. And what it is that you are showing me, and all the fish that you were surrounding yourself with in the past. All the things that you were surrounding yourself with in the past, you wanted me to just say that was okay. And you were trying to balance me with all the other fish. I realized I was holding those too far. You were trying to balance me as just another fish, and now you're saying, but you know that you love me, you know that I love you, you know we're supposed to be together, and you're like, yeah, but what about all the other fish? What about all the other fish you were saying the same thing to? That doesn't work with me, right? So he's going to have to show you that I have that he can be better, and you're showing him I have the strength to walk away because of that. Because of the destroyed energy from dust that you did. And so they want you to know the final energies of this reading are, there's someone coming in from the past. Be willing to hear what they have to say. Know that what you say is going to cause a great tower for them. Know that you need to have the strength to walk away from the things of the past and to understand that your future is bright. Your future contains the sun. Looking for it. Your life is going to be full. Your life is going to be wonderful. But you have to be willing during this time to understand the energies that are coming in. It is the energies of makeup that are coming in. And you have to be willing to say, to acknowledge, to have compassion for the people coming back in. To have compassion for them, but to let them experience their own tower energies so that your life can be full of life. Your life can be full of the wisdom and the power and the energy and the brightness of the sun, the happiness that the sun has to offer you in the future. And know that as this person comes back, you have the strength now, the boundaries within yourself to cultivate whatever needs to be done. So trust your inner guidance, trust your inner instincts, and know that right now, this moon is a great time of letting go. Allow them to come in, allow them to speak their piece, and speak yours as well. Be confident in your own truth and what it is that you know, what it is that you have to say, and let go of everything that needed to be let go of in the past. Don't allow those energies to be carried forward with you anymore, and know that what is truly headed your way is an abundant life full of happiness. And that is because you understand who you are. You understand who everyone else in your life is. You're able to understand energetically how people are pulling on you and pulling you away from your truth. And you are able to recognize that in order to come into divine union with yourself, But you need to let go of the choices that you've made in the past, and that includes anyone coming back now being other than an occasional friend or partner. Thank you.